What's up, guys? It's me, your girl Jay, and I'm back with another video. So this video is the story about how I found out my daughter was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. So last year around this time, well, today is actually the 1 year anniversary of when we found out that she had it, but let me tell you the story of the events leading up to it. So basically, I was gearing up for a trip that I had coming up, and my daughter was kind of sick and kind of off, and I was like, oh wow, there's something wrong. She was like, well, really the main thing I noticed was like she was peeing a lot, like a lot, like peeing, and very thirsty, asking for water all the time. And I was giving her it, and then she was drinking it, but she was going pee like super fast, like way faster than normal. So that was like something I was like, I can't put my finger on this. This is really weird. This is strange. But I didn't know, and it wasn't nothing to trigger like maybe I should take her to the hospital, you know? So first it was that. Then after a while of her like doing that, then she was like peeing in the bed and having accidents a lot, which she's been potty trained for a while at that point. So it was weird, like, why is she peeing in the bed? She doesn't pee in the bed. And it's like overly peeing and wetting herself, and her sheets and stuff like flooded every day. And so I was talking to my sister. I was like, I don't know what's going on. Like, she's peeing a lot. She's asking for water, blah, blah, blah. My sister didn't know because we don't have anyone in our family that we know of that has type 1 diabetes. So it's not something like we would be familiar with. And then her breath was smelling a little different. I don't really know what to describe it as. People say it's like a sweet smell, but to me it didn't smell sweet, but it smelled some type of way. Not stinky breath, but different breath. And then so that happened, and then my sister took her to a birthday party, and everything was fine at the birthday party, but I don't know, like, she was like, I don't know, something's wrong, blah, blah. Oh, and then on top of that, she was very, 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 very lethargic. And so it was just weird. It was just strange to me. So we, when she brought her back home, she was just like, Mommy, I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I was like, man, I don't know what's going on. Like, this is crazy. Like, you know, and you're going to be extra concerned anyway if your kid is sick and whatever's going on. But for me, it was just like, I don't know, like maybe she's just really sick. Maybe she just got a bug or something. Oh, my arm hurts a little bit because I got a booster shot. It's feeling heavy. Anyways, yeah, so she ended up throwing up. And I was like, oh, wow. Okay, this is getting serious. I think she's waking up. I was like, this is getting serious. So, I just was like, okay, trying to, you know, nurse her back to bed, blah, blah, blah. But then she threw up again. So I was like, nah, I don't know what this is. I think I gotta take her to the hospital. And so I called I have Kaiser. I called the Kaiser nurse line. And I was like telling her the symptoms, like, hey, this going on, this going on, this going on. And she was like, wow, that sounds like type 1 diabetes. Instantly. Heart drop, mind gone. So I was like, dang. She was like, I want you to take her straight to the ER. I'm putting a referral in right now. I want you to take her straight to the ER. Don't stop anywhere. Don't go anywhere. So we went straight to the ER, the children's hospital. And once we got there, they did all the lab work and stuff. Because like a month prior to this, which is also relevant, like a month prior to this, she was hospitalized for like some respiratory issues and like a cold that brought on these respiratory issues. I mean, this is relevant because people don't know that a viral infection kind of triggers the type 1 diabetes to activate, because you already like have the gene for it, but something has to activate it in a way. That's the easiest I know how to explain it, because that's how I understand it. So yeah, So we get to the hospital, they do all the stuff. We're in there, they're like, oh, we're trying to figure out what's going on, blah, blah. They said they think it might be type 1 based off the nurse's line referral. And so they test her blood sugars. Blood sugars was over 500. I don't even know the exact number. I just know it was over 500. And so from there, we were immediately put into the pediatric ICU. And that was on the 21st of December of 2021. And we were there up until Christmas Eve. And our whole lives changed. Everything changed. Everything's so different. Like, it was a big grieving moment for me. Even now, still, like, it's a hard time. And so it sucks because you always kind of have this thought or a picture about how you think your life is going to be or how you think your child's life is going to be. And these are not things that you factor in to their lives or into your life. And so now, like, this is an everyday thing that we have to deal with and take care of. And it's hard mentally, not only on myself, but on my 3-year-old, who kind of knows, like, this is something different. Everybody doesn't have to deal with this, but I do. And she doesn't want to deal with it, and she says it. And that's hard for me to have to be the one to, like, I'm sorry, this is not going anywhere. This is lifelong. So, yeah, to think that 1 year has passed is insane when it comes to this. But I will say that even though it's like super hard, super duper hard in the beginning, just to like, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to work. And I'm low-key like a workaholic because babysitters are already limited, you know, when you're having a kid, unless you just have a huge family wraparound, but I don't really have that. And then I have my few select people that I had, and then everybody had to learn how to do this stuff. And some people had to fall off the babysitting wagon because they couldn't learn how to count carbs, and, you know, it was just too complicated for them. Everybody doesn't think in that way. So, and if you're not forced to have to learn it because it's not your kid, it's not your situation, you know, so it's hard. It's like, yeah, but for me, it's like, it's literally life or death. So I couldn't let her stay with certain individuals, and I was like, dang, I'm not going to be able to work. Trying to find childcare, daycares that are willing to learn this, plus daycare is super expensive, and all this stuff is just super stressful. But my mom, stepped in because she had retired earlier in the year, and she was able to help me watch my daughter. This is my best friend's mom I'm talking about, who's just like my other mom. So she watches her for me now when I go to work, which is great. And my sister helps me watch her, and those are pretty much the only 2 people I have that know diabetes care, and other people that are willing to learn but haven't actually came to learn. So yeah, but for anyone who has like a kid with a new diagnosis or whatnot, because I still feel like fairly new because I'm learning this all the time, and I feel like I'm gonna feel new for a long time because she's growing, you know. She's not at an age where things won't change for a while, because right now, like, as numbers change and things are going higher with blood sugars, like, then we have to make adjustments because her body's changing, you know. But for people with new diagnoses of this, just know that even though it is hard, like, eventually you'll get to a place where it'll be okay to, like, know that adjustments may need to be had or something may happen, but you got it at the end of the day. Like, you got it. And yes, long nights, tired, sometimes extra tired because alarms are going off. If you can get the Dexcom, if your insurance covers it, get it, because it's way easier to, like, monitor the blood sugars constantly rather than have to poke fingers all the time, especially if you have a little tiny kid. Like, poking their fingers all day seems crazy. But I understand that not all insurances are covered covering things like this, and not all insurances are made equal. So I know it's like, I don't know, like literally something's got to change with this, because I didn't personally know about it. You know, I know about type 2 because it's a common thing. Lots of Black people get type 2 from unhealthy eating habits and exercise habits, but type 1, I don't. Like, I didn't really know nothing about it. I learned it because my kid had it. So it's a lifelong thing. The pancreas stops making insulin. They need insulin to live and survive for the rest of their life. And the fact that it's so unaffordable, and even sometimes for people with insurance, it's still unaffordable. And this is like something people need to live, is crazy to me. Super crazy. So for me, fortunately for me right now, like I'm good. But if I wasn't, like if I happened to switch jobs and maybe they didn't have as good of insurance plan, like I don't know what I would do. Or if I wanted to like work for myself, I don't think if I chose to fully work for myself, I would be able to cover her needs. And that's ridiculous and scary. And lots of things are scary when it comes to this. And I'm not gonna lie, like it still boggles me down sometimes, but I don't know, like what else can I do? I have to do what I have to do. So yeah, I didn't really have nothing fun or exciting to say today because I don't know. It's like an anniversary to something that changed myself, changed my life, and changed my child's life for the rest of our lives. And it was a weird day today. Like I felt weird. So I guess that's what the video's about. I don't really have nothing else to say, but good luck to you if you're dealing with a new diagnosis, if you're been diagnosed for a while, if you have any tips or suggestions from me or anything, I'm open to it. Love y'all and peace out.